Hello Year 12, this is another presentation. This one is still on linear graphs 2C. Last one, or almost last one I promise, linear graphs from 2C. Now we're after the perpendicular bisector for these 2 points. Now if we drew a set of Cartesian axes like this, and we said 1, -4, that'd be down there maybe, and 5, 6, that'd be somewhere up there, and we drew a line between these two. Somewhere between these two is going to be a midpoint, and perpendicular to this midpoint is going to be a line that is perpendicular to the gradient between our 2 points here and here. Now the equation for this line is known as the perpendicular bisector. That's what we want to find. Now what we need to do is to find the midpoint first of all. So we'll do that. The midpoint formula is this one here. Hopefully I can get it all in. Now, if we say here is point number 1, there's the x-coordinate of point number 1, there's the y-coordinate point for point number 1. Here's point number 2, here's the x-coordinate for point number 2, and the y-coordinate for point number 2. So if we said 1 plus 5, substituting in, over -4 plus 6 over 2, that's 1 plus 5 is 6, 6 divided by 2 is 3, -4 plus 6 is 2, 2 over 2 is 1. So the midpoint here is at the point 3, 1. Now what's the gradient between these 2 points there? Let's figure out that next. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now that will be 6 minus -4 over 5 minus 1. Now, that means the gradient will be, let's see, minus and minus is a plus, so 6 plus 4 is 10 over 4, and that would mean the gradient, we could simplify to be 5 over 2. I'm going to need a little bit more, well, I'll do it on this page. So if this line has a gradient of 5 over 2, the gradient for our perpendicular bisector will be -1 over 5 over 2. So the gradient, that'll flip up to the top, and the gradient for our perpendicular bisector will be -2/5. Alrighty, I'll need another page. Alright, so our perpendicular bisector needs to have a gradient of -2/5 and go through the point 3, 1. So if we use the equation y equals mx plus c, well, in place of y, I can put in 1. In place of the gradient, I can put in -2/5. In place of x, I can put in 3. So let's see, 1 minus -5/6. If I took that across to the other side, I'd have 1. Oh, so I could have 1 plus 5/6, which would be, well, 1 is 5/5, so c would be 11/5, so my perpendicular bisector would be -2x plus 11/5, and that's the equation for the perpendicular bisector. Alrighty, Year 12, well I hope that helped, and I'll see you in class.